Refraction at a spherical surface. An infinite small part of a spherical surface can be regarded as plane surface or planar surface. Therefore, laws of refraction can be applied at every point on the spherical surface. Consider a spherical surface as shown in the figure. The center of curvature of the spherical surface is C. The radius of curvature of the spherical surface is R. Suppose O is the object on the principal axis. O is the point object which is on the principal axis. Here Cn is the normal. You see, Cn is the normal. On is the incident ray. Here On is the incident ray and Cn is the normal and Ni is the refracted ray. Okay. So the image of the object O is I. And light rays are incident from a medium having refractive index N1 to another medium having refractive index N2. Here the angle I is called the angle of incidence and the angle R is called the angle of refraction. And the distance, all measurement is done from the point M. Because the aperture of the surface is small, that is why N is taken very close to M. So Nm is the perpendicular distance to the principal axis. That means we should take all the measurement from here or here. Here MO is called the object distance. So MO is equal to minus U. And MI, this is called the image distance. And it is represented by V plus V. And the radius of curvature is MC. From M to C, it is called the radius of curvature, written as R. That is plus R. Now consider the right angle triangle ONM. This right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, tan of NOM will be equal to NM divided by MO. Since the angle is small, you can take angle NOM will be equal to NM divided by MO. Because for small angle, tan theta will be equal to theta. Similarly, in the right angle triangle CNM, tan of NCM, tan of this angle NCM will be equal to NM divided by MC. Or you may write angle NCM will be equal to NM divided by MC. Similarly, in the right angle triangle INM, in this right angle triangle INM, tan of NIM will be equal to NM divided by MI. Or angle NIM, this angle will be equal to NM divided by MI. So we have discussed these things. Now consider the triangle NOC. This is NOC. In this triangle, angle I is the exterior angle. So exterior angle I will be equal to NOM plus NCM or NCO. So you can substitute the value of N OM and NCM. So if you substitute the value of angle NOM, which is equal to NM divided by MO, and angle NCO, which is equal to NM divided by MC, we will get equation 1. Similarly, in the triangle NCI, R is equal to NCM minus the angle NIM. You look to this figure. In the triangle NIC or NCI, here R is called the interior angles, and NCM, this angle is called the exterior angle. So this angle is equal to this angle plus this angle. So R will be equal to this angle minus this angle. So if you substitute the angle NCM, that is equal to NM divided by MC, and the angle NIM, that is equal to NM divided by MI, then R will be equal to this much, which is equation 2. And from Snell's law we know sin I by sin R is equal to N2 by N1. And for small angle of theta, sin theta can be taken as theta. So here sin I can be taken as I and sin R can be taken as R. So N1 I will be equal to N2 R. Now you put the value of I and R from equation 1 and 2. So we will get this equation. Then if you solve these these equations and put the value of U, V and R, then you will get N2 by V minus N1 by U will be equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R. And remember, this equation holds good for any curved spherical surface. Now let us work out this problem. Light from a point source in air falls on a spherical glass surface whose refractive index is 1.5 and radius of curvature is 20 centimeter. The distance of light source from the glass surface is 100 centimeter. At what position the image is formed? Here the object distance is given 100 centimeter, U is equal to minus 100 centimeter. We have to calculate the image distance. The radius of curvature is given plus 20 centimeter. N1 is given 1 and N2 is given 1.5. And using the formula N2 by V minus N1 by U equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R, if you substitute the given values, then you can find out the image distance is equal to 100 centimeter plus 100 centimeter. So the image will be formed at a distance of 100 centimeter from the glass surface in the direction of refracted light.